This podcast is powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you to run smart discount campaigns on your store. Test it for free on your Shopify store. Just land on the Shopify App Store now and test it for free. Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we unpack the latest insights from the Conversion Bible blog. Today we're diving into Reciprocity in E-commerce, the psychology of giving to get on Shopify, published just today, March 17th, 2025. You know, we often talk about clever marketing tactics, but this one's particularly interesting because it taps into something deeply ingrained in us humans.
It really does. What's fascinating about reciprocity is that it's not just some marketing invention. It's been crucial to human survival and social interaction for millennia.
Okay, so for our listeners who maybe haven't encountered this term before, let's break it down. What exactly is reciprocity and why does it work so well?
Think about it this way. Remember that feeling when someone unexpectedly gives you a gift? You almost immediately want to give them something back, right? That's reciprocity in a nutshell.
It's like an unspoken obligation to return the favor.
Exactly. And it goes beyond tangible gifts. A compliment, a helpful piece of advice, even just holding the door for someone, these can all trigger that feeling of wanting to reciprocate. It's like an ancient social contract hardwired into our brains.
So this isn't just some feel-good concept. There's actual science behind it.
Absolutely. Studies have shown that when we receive a gift, our brains release dopamine, which is a feel-good chemical. This reinforces the behavior, making us want to repeat that cycle of giving and receiving.
That makes sense. But how does this ancient instinct translate to the modern world of e-commerce?
That's where it gets really interesting. The principle of reciprocity is just as powerful online as it was in ancient marketplaces. It's all about creating that same sense of obligation, but in the digital realm.
So instead of trading livestock, we're offering free shipping and discounts.
Precisely. But it goes deeper than that. It's about making your customers feel valued, like you're genuinely invested in their happiness.
So it's not just about giving away free stuff, it's about creating a genuine connection.
Exactly. And that's where Shopify comes in. The platform offers a ton of ways to build that rapport and offer value beyond just the product itself.
You know, I was just thinking about that. Shopify's flexibility really lends itself to these sorts of strategies, doesn't it?
Absolutely. From built-in tools for discounts and loyalty programs to third-party apps that can personalize the entire customer experience, Shopify has you covered.
So let's get specific.
Yeah.
What are some concrete examples of reciprocity in action that our listeners can implement on their Shopify stores?
Well, free shipping is always a winner. You could offer it unconditionally or set a minimum purchase threshold to encourage larger orders.
Right, that classic spend a little more, get free shipping nudge.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of a small complimentary gift added to their order. Even something small can create a sense of delight and make them feel appreciated.
It's like a little bonus that says, thank you for choosing us.
Precisely. And then you have valuable content like ebooks, guides, or even exclusive video tutorials. These position you as an expert and provide real value beyond just the product itself.
It's about building trust and establishing yourself as a helpful resource, not just a faceless online store.
Exactly. And of course, we can't forget about loyalty programs. These are a classic way to reward repeat customers and keep them coming back for more.
I've seen some really creative loyalty programs out there. Points, tiers, early access to sales, and there are so many ways to make customers feel special.
The key is to make it easy for customers to earn rewards and to offer rewards they actually find valuable.
So it's not just about giving away points, it's about creating a system that genuinely incentivizes repeat business.
Absolutely. And all of this can be easily managed through Shopify, making it a breeze to set up and track.
This is all great in theory, but I'm curious about real-world results. Are there any examples of businesses successfully using these strategies?
Oh, tons. Think about the big players like Amazon Prime. Free 2-day shipping, exclusive deals, a whole ecosystem of benefits that keeps customers hooked. That's reciprocity working on a massive scale.
It makes you wonder how many impulse buys are fueled by that free shipping banner.
Right. Or take Dropbox. Their referral program is a masterclass in reciprocity. Both the referrer and the new user get extra storage space, a win-win that keeps people spreading the word.
I've actually used that myself. It's brilliant because it benefits everyone involved.
Exactly. And then you have companies like Tom S. Shoes. Their one-for-one model taps into social reciprocity, where buying a pair of shoes also donates a pair to someone in need. It's a fantastic way to leverage the feel-good factor of giving back.
These are some seriously impressive examples. It's inspiring to see how these businesses have woven reciprocity into their very DNA.
It really shows that even small gestures can make a huge difference. And with Shopify's tools, any business can implement these strategies regardless of size.
This has been a really eye-opening conversation so far. We've covered the psychology of reciprocity, practical examples, and even inspiring success stories. But before we move on, I think it's important to address the ethical side of things.
Absolutely. We can't just get caught up in the excitement of boosting sales and forget about the importance of being genuine and transparent.
So how do we ensure we're using reciprocity ethically and not just manipulating our customers?
That's a crucial question and one we'll dig into right after a quick message from our sponsor.
This podcast is powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you to run smart discount campaigns on your store. Test it for free on your Shopify store. Just land on the Shopify App Store now and test it for free. We're back and ready to tackle those ethical considerations of reciprocity in e-commerce.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in all the clever tactics, but, at the end of the day, we have to remember that building trust and genuine relationships with our customers is really what it's all about.
So how do we walk that line between encouraging purchases and, still respecting our customers as people?
Transparency is key. Being upfront about what you're offering and what customers can expect in return is essential. No hidden strings attached, no surprise charges, just clear, honest value exchange.
So it's about building a relationship based on mutual benefit, not, trying to trick people into spending more.
Exactly. And it's also crucial to make sure that your offers are genuinely valuable to your customers, not just gimmicks or things they wouldn't actually want or need.
So no shoving random freebies into their cart just to try and trigger that reciprocity response. It needs to be something thoughtful, something that actually enhances their experience.
Precisely. It's about showing them you understand their needs and are going the extra mile to make them happy, not just trying to manipulate them.
That makes sense. But with so many touch points in the customer journey, where do we even begin implementing these strategies?
Mapping out the customer journey and identifying those key touch points is a great starting point. Think about those moments where a little reciprocity can make the biggest impact.
Okay, so walk us through that. What are some specific touch points where we can inject a bit of giving to get?
Well, the pre-purchase stage is prime real estate. Offering a first-time discount or a free guide relevant to their interests can create a sense of goodwill right from the start.
It's like setting the tone for a positive, value-driven relationship.
Exactly. Then, during the purchase process, you can showcase their progress towards free shipping or offer a last-minute surprise gift to sweeten the deal.
Oh, I love that idea of a last-minute surprise. It's like a little reward for committing to the purchase.
Right. And post-purchase is a goldmine for fostering loyalty. A thank you email with a discount code or a loyalty point boost can go a long way in encouraging repeat business.
It's all about creating that positive feedback loop that keeps customers coming back for more.
Exactly. And remember, it doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Even small, thoughtful gestures can create a huge impact.
This all sounds great, but I imagine finding the right balance takes a bit of experimentation.
Absolutely. A/B testing is your best friend here. Try different offers, different wording, different placements, and see what resonates best with your audience.
It's all about data-driven decision-making, right?
Exactly. The more you test and analyze, the better you'll understand what truly motivates your customers.
This has been incredibly insightful. But before we get into the future of reciprocity, are there any common pitfalls we should be aware of? Things to avoid?
Definitely. One mistake is overcomplicating your offers. Keep things simple and easy to understand. Customers shouldn't have to jump through hoops to get the reward.
Right. No one wants to decipher a complex loyalty program just to get a 5% discount.
Exactly. Another pitfall is not delivering on your promises. If you offer a free gift, make sure it arrives on time and as described. Otherwise, you're just eroding trust and damaging your reputation.
It all comes back to building genuine relationships, not just chasing quick wins.
Like hidden charges or misleading claims. Reciprocity should be about authentic generosity, not tricking people into spending more.
Well said. It's about finding that sweet spot where everyone benefits you, the customer, and ultimately the relationship.
Exactly. And as we look ahead, I believe that ethical, transparent reciprocity will become even more crucial in the future of e-commerce.
That's a perfect segue into our next segment where we'll explore the exciting trends shaping the future of reciprocity. But first, let's take a quick break to hear from our sponsor. This podcast is powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you to run smart discount campaigns on your store. Test it for free on your Shopify store. Just land on the Shopify App Store now and test it for free. Now let's get into the really exciting stuff, what's on the horizon for this whole concept of reciprocity.
Well, one thing that has me really fired up is the potential of AI-powered personalization. Imagine being able to tailor your offers and rewards to each individual customer,
Wow.
based on their browsing history, their purchase behavior, even their expressed preferences. That's next-level reciprocity.
So we're not just talking about segmenting our audience into broad categories anymore. It's about treating each customer as a unique individual, right? With their own specific needs and desires.
Exactly. It's about anticipating their wants and surprising them with offers so relevant, so compelling, they can't help but feel valued, appreciated.
That sounds incredibly powerful. But it also raises some questions about data privacy. We're gathering more and more information about our customers. So how do we ensure we're using that data ethically, responsibly?
That's a critical consideration. Transparency and consent are absolutely paramount. Customers need to know what data we're collecting, how we're using it, and what's in it for them. And they should always have the option to opt out if they're not comfortable sharing their information.
So it's about striking that balance between personalization and privacy, giving customers a tailored experience but not making them feel like they're being spied on.
Exactly. And as consumers become more savvy about data privacy, businesses that prioritize ethical data practices will have a distinct advantage. They'll build trust and loyalty, which are invaluable in today's competitive landscape.
You know, it's interesting how this all ties back to the core principles of reciprocity. Being transparent with our customers, respecting their choices, giving them control over their data. These are all ways of giving back, right? And fostering a sense of mutual respect.
Absolutely. It all comes full circle. Ethical data practices are just another way to demonstrate our commitment to reciprocity and build stronger, more sustainable relationships with our customers.
So beyond AI and personalization, what other trends are you seeing in the realm of reciprocity?
One that's particularly close to my heart is the growing emphasis on ethical and sustainable practices. Consumers are becoming more and more conscious of the impact their purchases have on the world, and they're actively seeking out brands that align with their values.
So we're talking about incorporating things like fair trade products, eco-friendly packaging, charitable donations, or, things that demonstrate a commitment to something bigger than just profit.
Exactly. And this ties in beautifully with reciprocity. By supporting ethical businesses, customers feel good about their purchases. It's a win-win for everyone involved.
It's about creating a virtuous cycle where every transaction contributes to a better world.
Precisely. And I think we'll also see a rise in creative ways to blend digital rewards with real-world value. Imagine a loyalty program that grants access to exclusive events or experiences, or partnering with local businesses to offer discounts and perks that extend beyond the online realm.
So it's not just about accumulating points or getting free shipping. It's about creating a sense of community and fostering deeper connections between the brand and the customer.
Exactly. And those connections are what truly drive loyalty and long-term success.
This has been such a fascinating conversation. We've really gone deep on reciprocity, from its psychological roots to its ethical implications and even its exciting future.
It's been a pleasure exploring this topic with you. I think the key takeaway here is that reciprocity is more than just a marketing tactic. It's a fundamental human principle, and it can be harnessed to build stronger, more meaningful relationships with our customers.
And as we move into the future, those relationships will be more important than ever. We need to approach reciprocity with integrity, transparency, and a genuine desire to create a win-win for everyone involved.
It's well said. Ultimately, it's about building a better business world, one where both companies and customers thrive.
And if you're looking for a tool to help you implement these strategies, check out Growth Suite on the Shopify App Store. It's a powerful platform that can help you automate your campaigns, track results, and boost conversions, all for free.
It's a great way to get started with reciprocity and take your e-commerce game to the next level.
So as we wrap up this episode of The Deep Dive, we want to leave you with this thought. Reciprocity is more than just a business strategy. It's a way of life. It's about giving back, building connections, and creating a more positive and fulfilling experience for everyone involved.
And in the ever-evolving world of e-commerce, those values would be the key to building lasting success.
Until next time, happy selling. This podcast is powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you to run smart discount campaigns on your store. Test it for free on your Shopify store. Just land on the Shopify App Store now and test it for free.